So now I'm going to be talking about the sport area and the various sporting academies and pathways that we have at Kirklees College. Obviously, as you can tell, we have a football academy which is very successful, plays in the best league in the North West region. We also have fantastic facilities down at Leeds Road Sports Complex, and we have strength and conditioning sessions and video analysis sessions for our students. So in terms of their timetable or their weekly timetable, they are doing something football related every single day. Same applies to the rugby league. We have a fantastic partnership with Huddersfield Giants, where our students access Huddersfield Giants sessions that are coached by the coaching team down at the Giants. They also do strength and conditioning and video analysis as part of their weekly timetable also. Now I'm going to be touching on the courses we offer. We offer levels 1, 2 and 3. Depending on the qualifications that you come into the college with will depend on the level of study that you go on to. 5, 4s and above with maths or English, okay, you would be looking at getting onto one of the level 3 programs of study. Anything lower than that would be level 1 or 2, depending again on the qualifications on entry. Level 1 is a very generic course. We do elements of coaching, we do elements of practical team sports, we do elements of fitness instruction and things around nutrition. It's a general course to provide students with a general foundation to progress onto level 2. Level 2, we have two distinct pathways. We have the Sports Academy, Sports Coaching Academy, which is related around football and rugby, and we also have the Sports Therapy Academy. The Sports Therapy Academy is around sports massage. The units are around physiotherapy, anatomy and physiology, nutrition. So in essence, the two pathways, one is coaching related, if a student wants to sort of look at coaching and development when they leave the college, and one is around physiotherapy and sports massage. When the students progress onto level 3, or if a student comes in at level 3, depending on the qualifications on entry, there are 3 distinct pathways. Again, we've got the Sports Coaching Academy, which is linked to the football and the rugby. We've also then got the Sports Therapy Academy, which, as I've just said, is physio and sports massage. And then we have a third academy, a third pathway, which is Fitness and Gym Instruction Academy. This academy is directly linked to our Active IQ level 2 fitness qualification. So students that come and do that level 3 course with us in fitness and gym instruction will also have a bolt-on qualification attached to the existing qualification, and they will get a level 2 Active IQ gym instruction qual. Additionality, we offer additionality to our students in the form of FA Level 1 Coaching Awards. Our students have the opportunity to do that year on year through Norman Bernard, one of our existing sports members of staff, who is also an FA trained trainer. We also offer Sports Leaders Level 2, and as I've said, we offer the Level 2 Active IQ Fitness Instruction qualification, and with that we offer Activity First Aid Level 2 qualifications as well. So in essence, a student that comes to us to do a level 3 sports course or level 2 sports course has the opportunity to do these additional qualifications, which make them more employable and have a better chance of getting employment when they leave us. And there is a picture there of our fantastic state-of-the-art barn facility down at Leeds Road Sports. We have some fantastic trips and international work placement projects within our department, within the sport department. We have a Valencia football tour that we go on most years, where our football academy go on a 2-week tour of Valencia. They train, they play matches, they visit the Valencia Mestalla football stadium, they visit Valencia FC's training facilities. They also develop other skills around cooking and learning the language, but they also deliver coaching sessions to children and other local children around obviously football and some of the UK sports that some of the Spanish children wouldn't be able to or haven't actually had the privilege of playing yet. but fantastic opportunity for our students to actually enhance their coaching skills that they've learned on their course and put them into practice. We also have an Aruba international project as well, which is a fully funded 2-week work placement in Aruba, which is in the Caribbean, again working with local schools and community groups delivering sport relevant activities. Both international placements are free of charge. There is a criteria that students must meet to be able to access these projects, which involves high attendance, high student attainment, and basically just trying really hard and working really hard towards your qualification, towards your studies. Fantastic opportunities for our young people through trips and international work placements. Various different kit costs there, depending on the pathway that you're on. Again, our main supplier is GB Kits. That supply can be accessed through the internet, and the kit is purchased directly through GB Kits. If students have any, or parents have any issues with payment for these kits, there is a college bursary available to help pay for all of the purchase of the kit, depending on financial circumstances. So we ask students to complete a bursary form as soon as possible. There are early bird offers for kit because we understand the kit is quite expensive, but you do get a lot of kit for the money. So there are early bird offers available for students to purchase kit where you get a heavily discounted price. I think it's up to 25% off if you purchase early, which an early is probably between January and April, May. But yeah, that's all the information there. What's next then? Progression opportunities. So level 1, level 2, level 3 internally in the department. You have the opportunity to do the sports academy that runs parallel with every course, and you can stay in the academy until you leave us. You've also got higher education once you leave level 3, looking at different sort of coaching courses, sort of PE teacher courses, physio courses, sports rehab, exercise health and activity courses, where you can get into like working for the NHS. So there's a variety of different careers there that are available for students. Students that don't necessarily want to do higher education can go into apprenticeships in different sporting, different sports agencies and clubs. There's a lot of private providers now offering coaching in local schools that would be looking at students directly from college going and working for those private companies. And to do that, they need their additionality. So by coming to us and doing a level 3, for argument's sake, a student would leave with a level 1 in FA football coaching, a level 2 in sports leaders, an active IQ gym instructor, and a first aid qualification. Those 4 qualifications, as well as a level 3 qualification, would make someone really, really attractive and employable to one of these private coaching companies that go out to local schools and coach in the local area and the community. Thank you very much for listening. I understand you've had lots of information to take in then. So please ask any questions that you have and I will do my best to answer them. Thank you.
Okay, I hope you found that useful. Apologies, we appear to have had a few problems in the presentation with one of the videos. A full version of the centre video is on the website to view if you would like to go back and watch that. We'll now go over to Matt, and Matt is going to answer the questions that you've typed in. Are you okay, Matt? Ready to go?
Yeah, ready to go.
Right, so first question is, do I have to have done GCSE PE to join level 3?
No, not at all. I mean, obviously it helps to have that sort of, that starting point knowledge, but no, not at all. We just look at the entry requirements. So, have a look on the website. The entry requirements are on there. But no, you don't have to have studied GCSE PE or sport for that fact to gain access onto a level 3 or a level 2 or a level 1 for that matter.
If I want to be a personal trainer, is the level 2 course a good starting point?
So if you wanted to be a personal trainer, you would need to come and enrol on a sport course, and depending on your GCSEs, will depend on the sort of the level that you come in at, and you want to pick to go on the Fitness Academy pathway. The Fitness Academy pathway is offered at level 2 and level 3. and on that pathway you'll do the main qualification, which would be a level 2 NCFE in sport or a level 3 NCFE in sport, but then you would also do an additional qualification alongside that as part of the study programme, which would be the Active IQ level 2 gym instructor qualification. You would do that, you would study that, and once you've got that qualification under your belt, you are able to then go and get employment at local gyms and fitness centres.
Thank you. Do you get to play a lot of sport on the course?
There are practical elements of it, but it isn't just a case of coming and playing sport all the time to get a qualification, as I'm sure you're all aware. There are practical elements, and depending on the level and the coaching on the pathway that you go on to will depend on the practicals that you do. So if you go onto the coaching pathway or the coaching academy with the football academy and the rugby, you'll do more practicals than you would do if you were on the sports therapy pathway, because naturally coaching, it's a hands-on sort of pathway. You know, you need to be delivering sessions, you need to be sort of taking part in sport. So depending on the academy or pathway that you go on to will depend on the amount of practical you do. However, I will point out now that there are large amounts of theory to be done on the course.
Okay, we've got a lady whose son is looking at level 1 sport and he has an EHCP. Will he still be able to access the course?
Yes, of course. Yes, he can still access the course, and we will support him and yourself with whatever we need to support him with. So not a problem.
Okay, and we've got a question around Sports Academy. Is there a girls' football team?
There is a girls' football team. So the Football Academy trains together. So the Football Academy is built into the timetable, as it were. So the Football Academy have a point of contact every single day of the week, and it's built into your timetable. So on a Monday morning you would train, so both female and males train together, obviously with separate coaches, but they train together. So you've got Monday you would train, Tuesday you would train, Wednesday you would play a fixture, Thursday you would do strength and conditioning and video analysis, so that's a sort of a rest session, a chance to recuperate, and then Friday you would train again. So it's built into the timetable, and it's a real commitment to be part of the football or the rugby academy.
Okay, are there any costs attached to the course, Matt, for a school leaver?
No, apart from equipment, and that was outlined in the slides. So we do expect everyone that comes on the football or the rugby academy to purchase the training kit. As I've said, that can be purchased through GB Kits, but as I've said, if there are issues in terms of financially accessing that kit, the college have support mechanisms in place to support all students, you know, in getting kit.
Okay, is this qualification accepted at university, and what kind of courses can I go on to do?
So at level 3, courses and the pathways that we offer are coaching is the coaching pathway, so that's on the sport academies. You've then got the sports sort of therapy pathway, which is sports massage, and then you've got the fitness academy pathway, which is around fitness instruction. Each course is worth a number of UCAS points, and depending on sort of higher education and university and the careers that you want to go into will depend on the course. So if you were going to look at sports therapy in the first instance, you would go onto that course, you would learn about sports therapy, learn about physiotherapy and massage, do things around injuries on the course, gain an amount of UCAS points that would then allow you to move on to university, where you could do exercise and physical activity. So that's about working potentially with people with sedentary lifestyles, working for the NHS, looking at sort of activity and exercise and health. Then you've got physiotherapy, which is a very, very popular pathway for our students. A lot of students seem to go onto that to become physios, or looking at sort of sports therapy and massage alongside that. Then you've got the coaching pathway. So a lot of students that want to either gain employment at the end of their course and go into sort of working in coaching in schools, or potentially teaching, they could go to university and do a coaching foundation degree in coaching, or maybe look at doing a sports science degree and then going into teaching. So what we've tried to do at level 3 is have 3 distinct pathways, all leading to a career, whether it be coaching, teaching, sports therapy, massage, or gym or fitness instruction or programming.
Okay, we've got a couple of questions around the facilities that students can access, given we're a town centre campus. What sports facilities do we have?
So in terms of on-site, so our sports therapy academies and fitness academies use the, we've got a state-of-the-art college gym with spinning rooms, lifting platforms, lots of strength and conditioning. We actually have Huddersfield Giants coming in and using our gym for strength and conditioning at the moment, so it's a very, very good gym. And in terms of massage, we have massage and therapy rooms and a massage hub that's going to be introduced in September this year as well. So in terms of the fitness academy and the sports therapy academies, we have fantastic facilities on site. In terms of the coaching and the sport and the rugby academies, we have them off site. So we use Leeds Road Sports Complex as our football base. So all football matches and coaching happens down at Leeds Road Sports Complex. The strength and conditioning, however, and the video analysis happens back up at college. In terms of the rugby academy, we have fantastic partnership with Huddersfield Giants, and they use the zone as well as Leeds Road Sports Complex as well for their training and games, as well as the zone down on St Andrews Road, which really, if you're looking at it, it's about sort of 15 minutes on a bus ride outside of town. And our students, we have about 100 students accessing the sport, the football and the rugby academies at present. And they really enjoy the facilities down there, and regular in terms of student voice and feedback that we get from them is they really enjoy the facilities that we use.
Thanks, Matt. We've got a couple of questions that have come in that I'll answer that are around applying. A couple of people have said they've put an application in recently. When will they find out if they've been accepted? We are just in the process of reviewing our interview policy given the situation with COVID. You should all get a letter within the next week outlining how we're going to be processing your application. And then we've also had a question around the deadline for submitting an application for level 3. We accept applications up to April. After that, we cannot guarantee that there will still be places available in the college. And then the third application question was, how can I apply? And we can apply. You can apply via the college website, or if you're in a Kirklees school and your school uses Get Into, we do accept that. Right, back to curriculum questions, Matt. Someone's asking around level 3. Is there a lot of biology? Do I need a science or biology GCSE?
No, you don't. What I would say is the sports therapy academy or pathway is sort of the most intense course that we offer in terms of physiology and anatomy. There's a lot around physiology, anatomy, nutrition, and looking at the human body, and it would help if you do have a science, a biology qualification. However, it's not something that we say that you must have, but it would help.
Okay, thank you. And then there's a question coming about the gym. Can you access the gym outside of lessons, and how much does it cost?
Yeah, so the college, we've decided as a college to offer free gym membership and gym use to all students. So it is obviously, the gym has a limit, and we have a lot of students at Kirklees College. So there is a booking system. There are classes available when, obviously, I mean, at the moment we are in a pandemic, but normally there are classes that are available face to face. There are also online remote classes that we run as well, but the gym is free to use for all students. You just must book in before you use that, and we have a variety of different classes going on a weekly basis.
Okay, so I'm just mindful of time. We've only got a few minutes left, so this is a last call for question. We've got one question around, do you have to come in 5 days a week?
No, so depending on the level of study that you're doing, and depending if you are having to study maths and English because you haven't got them at a grade 4 or above from school, will depend on the amount of days that you come in. So it could be between, if you're on the football academy, it's a heavy commitment, because obviously we want to have one of the best academies in the local area, and we want our players to achieve what they want to achieve. So that is 5 days a week. But in terms of if on the other sort of academies and pathways, you could be in 3 days a week, you could be in 4 days a week. It just depends on the academy that you're on and your circumstances around maths and English, and if you've got them or not.
And then we've got a question around progression. Is it possible for students to go from level 1 right the way through to level 3?
Yeah, definitely. Something that like, our area prides itself on is developing students that come to us, and we do have and have had numerous students that have started at level 1 and gone all the way up through to level 3 year 2, gone to university, done their teaching qualifications, and are now back with the college teaching. So that's a success story there for you, which is fantastic, and that's not just one instance. We have students that come to us at low levels and progress all the way up, and we really do nurture our students. Okay,
and then Matt, is it a big department? How many students do you take?
So the sport department in isolation normally enrolls between 110 and 130 students per year. But what I would say is, and touching on the sporting academies are open to everyone. Okay, so whether you're on an ESOL course, or you're doing barbering, or down at engineering, or doing motor vehicle, the football academy and the rugby academy is open to all students coming to Kirklees College.
All right, thank you very much for Matt. That's all the questions that have been typed in. So I will end the presentation. We hope that you found it useful. If you would like to attend any of our other virtual open days, then please visit our website www.kirkleescollege.ac.uk and then click on the virtual open day page. On that page you'll also find general presentations about the college and, as I mentioned, all the centre videos. If you have any further questions, you can email info@kirkleescollege.ac.uk or call 01484 437 070, and that number is on the website. A member of the info team will be available to answer your questions until 8 o'clock tonight. Thank you for attending. A recording of this presentation will be available on the website within 24 hours.